If you like always having your guitar in perfect tune with no pitch drift, Jackson finally has a guitar for you. Let's take a closer look. Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another video. Hope everyone's doing well. Alright, so the Evertune bridge is my favorite modern guitar invention to date. If you haven't heard about it by now, it's this fantastic bridge designed by NASA-level rocket scientists that keeps your guitar in tune all the time. And particularly important for extended range guitars, it keeps string tension constant and therefore eliminates pitch drift. That's like when you hit the low B, or in this case the low A, real hard. It goes sharp for a second before coming back in tune. It's like an A, then it like off for a bit, then it wanders back. If you play a normal 7-string or a normal baritone, you know what I'm talking about. None of that with the Evertune. And they've been showing up on more and more production guitars. Whereas just a couple of years ago, you only had custom builds, Evertune Solars, and a few Evertuned LTDs. That's all starting to change. Last year we checked out the Banshee Mach 7, the first production Schecter with an Evertune. Earlier this year, the RGD something or another ET, a production Ibanez with an Evertune. Almost forgot about the revived BC Rich. Their neck through Evertune Mockingbird was sick. And Jackson finally has gotten in on the party. If I recall, this was actually announced a while ago, but because of the global, let's call it, situation, they've been a bit difficult to find. They've only just landed on store shelves. And to celebrate, Evertune sent this guitar over for us to check out together, so thanks to them for that and for sponsoring the video. So what we're gonna do first is jump into a track, and then we'll run through the specs, raw tones, and some final thoughts on the Jackson DK Modern. It's been a while since I played a 7-string. The wide neck feels a little weird to my Les Paul playing ass, so if the playing is sloppy, I apologize in advance. But if you go on to enjoy it, do me a favor, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell for notifications. Thank you all very much. Let's appease the algorithm gods together, and let's jump into it. So just a few final thoughts. I mean, there's some really interesting modern focus guitars in 2021. And personally, for me, this is not one of them. It's just very bland. It's weird because it's like ticked all the right boxes in terms of the sexy specs. It's got the Black Magic Evertune bridge, multi-voice Fluence pickups, so it's a reliable, clear sounding, versatile guitar, great for live or studio recording sessions. perfect tones literally on tap. Like the Evertune bridge, which right now I have set up to be able to do bends, but you can also set it up to be like Evertune for guitar, which is super weird. But because of the bridge, the guitar straight up arrived perfectly in tune, ready to go and drop A, and then just recording everything was super easy. Oh my god. Okay, please, for the love of God, please get it this time. But I don't know, this DK Modern just kind of seems to lack any sort of special identity. Like if you blindfolded me and asked me to play this, my first guess would be like Schecter, maybe Ibanez. Maybe it's because I'm not too familiar with the world of Jacksons. I've only played a few, but I still don't get what the identity of Jackson is supposed to be. Like, what is unique about this compared to like a Schecter? And it's not helped by the primer gray color. Like the whole point of primer is like you prime the surface for the actual color so that it adheres properly or whatever. It works with the LTD Truckster because that was inspired by old abandoned cars, so you had rust, remnants of old paint. This Jackson, it's like a house that's still under construction, or at least mid-renovation. Frustrating because it's not like the DK Modern series isn't cool. You know, like the rest of the series is sandblasted ash with colored grain filler. They look super dope and unique. They've just really done the Evertune ones dirty. It's like gray and more gray. And for some reason that seems to be like a sub-theme with modern focused Evertune guitars right now. It started with Ken Susie's LTD signature, then came the Ibanez Ken Susie signature, now the Jackson Ken Susie signature. I mean, guys, look at what Solar's doing. Color, please, for the love of God, can we get some color in here ASAP? Yeah, it's just like a metric load of missed opportunity here. Seriously, a lot of people are doing this. No one's done an Evertune on a sandblasted production guitar before. Just throw an Evertune on the green one. Done. I've fixed it for you. Jackson, we've never talked before, but I'll invoice you for the consultant fee later. Like, come on, you've got the parts, just combine them. No, but I mean, objectively, this is a good guitar. Made in Korea, the quality is great. Couldn't find any fit or finish issues. The fretwork is awesome. They're super well polished. I had to double check to make sure they weren't stainless steel, because they kind of had me fooled for a second. A very well-built guitar. And it's also surprisingly heavy. You can partially blame that on the Evertune, but it's much heavier than any of my other Evertune guitars. And again, it's got that modern Schecter type feel. It's got that bolt-on ultra-thin U multi-piece neck. It feels nice. I'm really digging all the Wenge that's showing up on modern necks these days. It looks good, it feels good, it's stable. Then you've got the compound 12 to 16 inch fingerboard radius, which Jackson and Charvel are known for. The point being rounder at lower frets for better chording, flatter at higher frets for better widdly-ing. like wider bends without fretting out. Spoke wheel truss adjustment too, another nice Jackson thing. Now I have to say, I really dislike the placement of this volume knob. It's so close to the bridge, and I kept accidentally adjusting the volume while playing. That being said, it's nice if you like volume swells. Fishfluence pickups, you know, if you watched this channel before, they're obviously amazing. They're so articulate, it's awesome, and you get two voices. It's like having two sets of pickups in one guitar. Between that and the 5-way switch, there are a stupid amount of tones on tap. It's a crazy versatile guitar. The use of go-to-locking tuners is really nice too. Jackson and Strybell have a strong association with Japan, including a short period of time where they were made there exclusively, so I'm guessing that's where that relationship came from. Gotos is super nice, they're my favorite on the market right now. Besides Hipshot, the functionality is solid and they look really, really classy. So as we just covered, there's a lot to really like about the Jackson DK Modern. To me though, it just feels like a not quite as nice version of the Schecter Banshee Mach 7 Evertune. And that would make sense because the Schecter is more expensive by about 250 bucks. But for that money, you're also getting stainless steel extra jumbo frets and neck through instead of bolt-on, which are both quite expensive features. And it would be one thing if the Jackson was a really affordable model as far as Evertune's guitars go, but when you've got the LTD MH1007, which granted doesn't have the compound fingerboard radius, but it's neck through with Fishfluence Moderns at $1,350, 200 bucks less, and especially given that LTD is upgrading all their 1000 series guitars to stainless steel frets in 2021, I'm just not really sure where the Jackson fits in the context of currently available 7-strings. I guess if you're in the market for a guitar with an Evertune and you absolutely need the Fishman Classics or a bolt-on neck, the Jackson is for you. Or if you find a really good deal on one, because it is a good guitar. I just know it's gonna be one of those that won't be missed at all once it goes back to Evertune. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just very forgettable, which is arguably worse. So if you enjoyed the video, I am asking you again, help me appease the algorithm gods. Like if you enjoyed it, comment down below. These are just my opinions. I would love to know what you're thinking. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're new. Thanks again to Evertune for sending this guitar out for us to check out together and for sponsoring the video. Thanks to Kramer for killing the mix and to Jordan for editing the video. Social media, merch, and Discord server links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.